1, 2, testing. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, probably the most important earnings ever for Virgin Galactic is upon us. And what happens today could determine the fate of Virgin Galactic? Will it be the dream that we all hoped it would be, or is it the end of Virgin Galactic? Well, if you watched my video earlier, you will know that no, they're not running out of money just yet. There is some more runway to go, but we do want to see a good return tonight. We've been beating on earnings consistently. Things have been moving up in the right direction, but of course we're now in a different economy. We've got all kinds of global conditions selling off, but we're not selling. You can see today it popped up. Predictions were made by people saying the markets are going to crash 60%. That is not the case at all. However, we do have some selling pressure and some fears, but it's all overblown. The economy is fine. Rates are coming down. That will stimulate business. That will stimulate Virgin Galactic. So we're getting ready now for the earnings. Rates are going to come down. I've said now for 18 months, rates would come down in the summer of 24. I said that 18 months ago, and I'm standing by that, and I was right. I think everyone agrees now. Rates will come down in September. That is great for Virgin Galactic. I've also said now for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months, it'll be a 0.5% rate cut. The Fed will not cut rates early. That would show weakness. That would show that the economy is out of control. They are holding their positions. They're taking their time. We might get some information on Jackson Hole. There may be something there, but we're not going to get an emergency rate cut. So there's no help for Virgin Galactic just yet. Now, you've got a bit of time if you want to catch up with the preparation for Virgin Galactic tonight. I've given you a full analysis of what I believe you need to know for the earnings tonight on Virgin Galactic. So you may have seen this, you may have not. I'm just going to let you see you've got time to watch this before the earnings starts. So let me share with you on the screen what I'm talking about, and you might want to go and look at that now and come back. You've got time because we're not going to go over that amount of detail in this video. We're just waiting for the earnings to begin, watching for any latest news of any developments that come out. But what you may have missed is the preparation for Virgin Galactic. Here it is. It's just come out on the homepage of the channel where you are right now on YouTube. There is this video here, 27 minutes long. I give a full analysis here. We break down who's buying, who's selling inside hedge funds, institutions, where the levels are. The short interest predictions, all of it is in this video here. And we also look at the new Delta video. It's only just come out. Only a few of you have had chance to watch it. You've got time to watch the whole of this and come back. All right. So I wanted it to be as up to date as possible. That's why it's just gone out. Yes, I could have made more views if I'd posted it earlier, but it was relevant right up to the hours leading to the event. So I wanted to do that. So let me put it in the chat for you. SPCE analysis live now. Only 20 minutes. So time to watch and come back. Very important preparation. So you know exactly how to control your emotions on what we get tonight. I think it's really important. I think if you want to buy the stock, you should at least watch this. So I'm going to put that there. There it is. Let me pin it to there. Okay. Now then. There it is. You might want to go and watch that before the earnings. You've got time to come back. Okay. Now then, for those of you who are interested in other stocks and positions, we've got on the extra channel IonQ earnings as well. The IonQ earnings is on the extra channel tonight. We're doing 2 earnings at the same time. Virgin Galactic here, IonQ on the extra channel. Some of the Lucasades, my most committed passionate fans that will be watching both, I'm sure, keeping an eye on what's going on, you might want to do that. That's entirely up to you. But I would strongly recommend you go and watch the preparation video now. Otherwise, you're not going to be ready for tonight. Okay, let me make a couple of adjustments here. Bring that back up again. Okay, we've got that now. Just made a couple of adjustments there. You can't see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is very, very important. So apologies for that. Okay, now then, let's keep our eye on Virgin Galactic. We've had a last-minute sell-off again. I haven't sold any more. I'm now just approaching $200,000 worth of stock. That's about, in fact, about $182,000 now I have got. So I'm all in with my cash, all in with margin, about 182 grand. So this is my overall position. You can see there the amount I've got in the Roth, the amount I've got in margin. You can see it all there. It's about 180 grand. That's how bullish I am. So when it goes down like 2.5 times as much as the market. When it goes up 2.5 times as much as the market. And I think that the S&P is going to triple by the end of the decade. I said it before Tom Lee, even though Tom Lee is backing back a bit from that now. I am not. I am still exactly the same. I very rarely change my mind on anything. Markets change, but my principles don't change at all. Now then, while we're waiting, we've got a little bit of time. There's an earnings call before the earnings call. The IonQ earnings will start earlier. The IonQ earnings will start half an hour before Virgin Galactic on the extra channel. So you'll see me managing that at the same time. Cameron Griffin, thank you very much indeed. Cameron, I thought you'd already subscribed to us. Today has been a very, very difficult day. You know that my priority and my aim and my commitment is to the members, the family, always telling the truth, not what's best for me, what's best for others. That for me is just a priority. Sadly, it's costing me a lot of money to have those principles right now. My wife, Leah, has said, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. You should just temper it down. But I cannot stand by and watch people be lied and manipulated to, and it's costing me dear. But it's the right thing to do, but it's tough. What am I talking about? Well, we all know what's going on in the UK at the moment, and Elon Musk is inciting violence. His posts are awful, what's going on. Kevin is making up lies and manipulating the market and bringing his kids on to try to make it look all nice and everything else. And it's just not, it's not true. It's not right. And people in their droves that subscribe to me are unsubscribing on these two videos. I'm losing subscribers every few minutes. It's costing me a lot. However, it's hard and I can't afford that to happen. But I've got to do what's right, not just do what me. This is a test now of being honest. Not become a Meet Kevin, not become an Elon Musk. Try to just get votes and get everyone siding up and creating havoc and noise. It's really not on. If I'm the only person left standing that is doing the right thing and with one subscriber, then so be it. Yeah, it's horrible to watch. They're just. I mean, obviously these people weren't ever with me anyway. A lot of people subscribe and follow a channel, especially a financial channel, because they want a cheerleader. They want someone not telling the truth. If someone's growing, got influence and got, can rank #1 for stocks, they want you to champion their stock. Well, that's not who I am. If it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish. I'm here for long-term investors, so we all win long-term, not just make up stuff for now to benefit those at the top. It's not right, and I'm not going to do it. So because of that, I am paying a huge price today on my Elon Musk. It just actually shows me even more how awful people really are. The fact it's nothing. It's not even to do with. It's not even to do with, what's right. It's all to do with greed and control, and I just can't play that game. Look at this. I'm going to share this with you. Earlier on, oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? I've just been logged out of Robinhood. That's a bit inconvenient. Hang on a minute. How can I just change this a second? Just bear with me a second. Okay. Just bear with me. I've just been logged out a moment. Just bear with me. How am I going to do this without revealing all my passcodes? Just bear with me a second. Every now and again, there's a security check, and I'm getting it. So just please bear with me just a moment. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay. That's taken care of. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, I've taken care of that now. Let me bring that back up on screen again. It's very difficult for me because I've got security codes everywhere and I show everything on screen, so I have to be extra careful that I don't end up compromising my security. But look at this. I've never had it on a video. Look, 11 unsubscribes. You cannot say anything truthful against Elon Musk. Isn't this absolutely heartbreaking? Elon Musk is very much about free speech. Even though he's inciting violence right now, 3 young children were killed, and he's inciting violence in England. 100 riots are planned tonight, and many are quoting Elon Musk. This is really bad. I have never had a video do that. Down, 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 down. These are all Elon Musk fans who subscribe to me because they thought, oh, Martyn Lucas is going to promote Tesla. No, he's not. He's against our hero. Bah, we're going to unsubscribe. Even though I told the truth, this is costing me dear. There's people spreading information online about me. There's people spreading information on Reddit. This is free speech. This is being a decent human being. I can never, ever buy a Tesla after this. I said it in my video. I cannot be part of this. And I brought out a follow-up video a few moments ago to express what was going on. And look, even more, just started again. So if you are one of these people that subscribe to me as a cheerleader and all you want is noise and rah-rah, whether it's truthful, hurtful, evil, doesn't matter what, and you subscribe to me for your selfish greed, just don't bother coming back. Just follow those that will tell you everything is great to make you money. I think it's disgusting, and it's very, very hurtful for me having to live through this, watching my subscribers run away and go down like this. I've never seen anything like it. All I've done is say what Elon Musk did was incite violence, and it is. He's attacking the Prime Minister. He's saying that England is protecting Muslims and letting everybody else to their own devices. That is driving the English Defence League, which are basically thugs and rioters, literally to crazy. 100 riots. 3 young children were killed. Had nothing to do with immigration or any of this stuff. And they jumped on it, and Elon Musk seized the opportunity. I feel disgusted. Leah said I shouldn't talk about it. I shouldn't talk about it. It's relevant. It's relevant to my stocks. It's relevant to business. It's relevant. It's news. It's truthful. She said you shouldn't say anything against him. It's costing me. Not just the subscribers I'm losing, but people are now attacking me everywhere. They're telling the truth. And this is supposed to be free speech. Elon Musk wants people to get on and he wants to do good things for the world, bring in EVs and protect the world. He wants to start World War III by the sound of things. And you're seeing it play out right here. Let me read your comments. It's not very pleasant for being the little man today, telling the truth. I will say, of course, my Lucasades and my army are with me, of course. It's those that subscribe to me who came for the wrong reasons, who now want to destroy me. And it's horrible. Anyway, we're here for the Virgin Galactic earnings. Good work, Fusion. Hope you get it working back. Hello, James 007. Anna, hello there. I've received some nice comments. I think Anna sent me a lovely comment earlier. I think it was this lady. I recognise the picture. I've had some wonderful support, wonderful comments. The majority are great. I've got 28,000 subscribers. So losing like 11 on one video is more than I've ever lost. But it's when you think about the number I've got, it's not as bad as that. Hi, Martin. What do you think about how much more the S&P will go down? I bought with leverage and I have fear might cross my stop loss. Oh dear. Well, first of all, if you're using margin, I don't even use stop losses. That's a very dangerous thing to do. If you're using stop losses, remember all the stop losses. Everyone knows where the stop losses are. It's all on the system. If you use a stop loss, the system is built to trip everybody up. I never use a stop loss. I mean, I understand why you use a stop loss, because you don't want to, have it go down and down and down and get wiped out. But you shouldn't be over leveraging so it does go down and down and wipes you out. My portfolio can drop 50% and I still won't get blown out. I would just buy more on the way down. I've not got a stop loss. If you're setting stop losses, it means you don't understand what you're buying and you're fearful and you're not sure of yourself. If you're not sure of yourself, why did you buy it? You see, I'm completely sure. I'm completely sure of the stocks I own. The S&P, I'm completely confident that we're going to see a 3x by the end of the decade. I'm completely confident of that. And unless the end of the world comes, then who the hell cares what your stocks are, right? I'm completely confident. I'm not putting a stop loss, because if we suddenly get a flash crash, I want to buy that. I don't want to get sold out and suddenly I'm selling on losses. Now you are in trouble. If you borrow money, especially as much as I borrowed, you do it because you understand why you're doing it. What you're doing there, Omran, I understand doing that, but you're behaving like a trader, not an investor. You see, an investor knows what they bought and they want more if it goes down. That is the very definition of being an investor as opposed to a trader. You're acting like and you're behaving like a trader. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm buying the S&P and, look, many people dumped a few moments ago. But people are buying it back. Who's buying it back? Who's buying it back? The big money, those that get fearful, dump it, and then they buy it back. I am one of those. I am buying. But it has to go down another 5% for me to buy more, because I've got a huge amount of margin, of course, and I'm not going to keep buying infinitum. There are limits, because I have the precise my risk management intact. I don't have stop losses at all. Very, very big gamble. Good evening, Craig. I'm looking forward to the space earnings. Yes, it's going to be a big night. Did you get Chinese tonight, James, mate? Hey up, Banana Heads. If you just tuned in, this is the Virgin Galactic earnings. We're waiting for it to begin. We've got IonQ on the extra channel at the same time. Hello, Craig. Hello, Vaz. Lovely to see you. Pole Vault Women cleared 480. Congratulations to her. The Delta video is on their Instagram. Looks good. Yes, I just covered it. I showed you it on the video that I've just recommended everyone go and look at. I've just done the analysis video just an hour ago, and I showed you the Delta craft there, and I've put it in the chat. I'll give it to you again. It's 20 minutes long. I recommend everybody who is an investor watch that right now. I'll give you the full breakdown of what we can expect from the earnings. No point watching it after the earnings, is it really? So anyway, watch that now and come back. You've got time. Delta is beautiful. We talked about that on the video. Delta looking good, I agree, but will be better in the flesh. Yes. Hi, Craig. Hi, Anna. I'm thinking about buying some more so we can still fly together. Simmer. Without a doubt, John Granville. Great great. Got time to watch the prep video now. See you all in a bit. Wonderful. Great. Got time to watch the prep video now. See you all in a bit. That's right. That's why I've gone early. That's why the video is there. Watch it before. Don't miss that video. I explain exactly where the earnings is going, how to trade it, and everything else, if you are going to trade it, of course. Martin, I still see almost 30,000 subs, which is an increase on last week. It is, but I am losing a lot of subs. I've never been in this position before. Now you know what happens if you talk against Elon Musk. His cult following will get together on Reddit and lots of other WhatsApp groups and get everyone to, free speech, it's hate speech, that's what it is. Had you walked today, Mike? Hate is common in this world, it is. Hello, Mike. Martin, your channel is the S&P 500 YouTube. Meet Kevin and others are GameStop, FFIE and others. They are high now, but they don't have a tomorrow. Your channel will always be quality. Thank you very much. That's very, very sweet of you. That's very nice of you to say so. I appreciate that very, very much. It does hurt, though. There's nothing worse. I mean, I've not even talked about the hate mail I'm getting. And the horrible messages I'm getting and memes and emails. It's the universe testing you. Keep strong and you will reap bigger benefits later. We have your back, Stacey. Thank you. Martin, I'm not seeing any lies in Elon Musk's post. You want him to not speak the truth and censor people? What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't see the truth. You don't see him lying. What do you mean? First of all, Craig, you've got to understand, you are a sensible person, but the violent thugs who are creating violence across the United States, across England, 100 planned tonight. You heard Sensei call earlier. There are people near him being pulled out of cars and stabbed because they look Muslim. Right? Now, Sensei said people are afraid to go out of their houses where he is. Okay? Now you say, what's that got to do with Elon Musk? Elon Musk has millions of followers, and Elon Musk said on X, if you watch my video, I explained it. He said that the United Kingdom is it's inevitable. We're going to have a civil war. I've gone all the way in history, and I'm telling you that we have not had a civil war in the United Kingdom for hundreds and hundreds of years, and there's no chance in hell we're having a civil war now. What this is violent thuggery on the streets of England, and it will be dealt with. That is not... Now, you might say, well, that's okay, that's free speech. When you have millions of followers that are thugs, you don't say stuff like that. It's irresponsible. That's like Adolf Hitler being given an X channel. Coming on Twitter and saying, I don't think Jews are very nice, everybody. Just thought I'd let you know. And then suddenly everyone goes around doing terrible things to Jewish people. It's very subtle, but anyone with any brain understands what's going on. It's inciting violence. He then went back and made it worse. He commented back to the British government, and he said that in England there's a two-tier police system, one for one and a different one for the other. And he says, why are Muslims being protected and the rest can go to hell? I'm an Englishman. He's South African. What the hell is he talking about? The British government and the police would protect me if I was at home. They wouldn't just say, sorry, we're only protecting Muslims. What the hell is that about? It's not right. It's absolutely not right. You are inciting violence. And the thugs that are doing it on their Telegram accounts and their WhatsApp accounts it's been leaked that they are posting what Elon Musk has been saying as some kind of call to action. They're using it as inspiration. So if you are an influence and have power, you shouldn't abuse it. At the very least, he should not be the CEO of Tesla anymore. I would never buy never buy a Tesla purely on this. You have to stand up to this. Free speech does not mean you can say what you like and just abuse people and create havoc. Be respectful. Be respectful. Young children are throwing bottles at the police and laughing. They think it's funny. It's a day out. Let's all throw bottles at the police. Where's the parents? People now think it's funny because of TikTok and YouTube and Elon Musk saying free speech, do what you like. No, we have to live in a world with rules and regulations. Could you imagine when you was at school and you turned around to your teacher and said, free speech, I want to be able to shout at the teachers. Well, no, I'm the headmaster and you're not allowed. Go to the office because I'm going to give you the cane, which when I was a kid, you got the cane. And you didn't shout at the teacher. Now you can shout at the teacher and say, I'm a cat, or I'm a he, she, or I'm a she, he, or God knows what else. You can do that. You couldn't do that. If I was at school and I turned around and said to my teacher, from now on, I want to be called a woman. I'm a lady. I'm not Martin anymore. I'm Martina. I want to be called Martina from now on. My teacher would have sent me out and said, go home. Now, it doesn't work that way. It's ridiculous. What is going on? And I'm standing up and saying something, and people are not only unsubscribing from me, they're sending hate information to me. They're sending my videos to hate circles. Unsubscribe from Martyn Lucas. Da-da-da-da-da. He's trying to shut down Elon Musk. He's against Elon Musk. I even had one message, and you can go and see the comments. I don't delete any of them. I leave them there. On YouTube, one of the comments on my video was, if you're not for us, you are against us. And then I got an email from that person with a threatening email. It's like, since when am I going to being threatened by Elon Musk cult? I mean, what's all that about? If you think that's right, Crag, I'm sorry, mate. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Hey, Stacey, I don't own any space, but hope stock will go up in the future. Crag, yes, old friend, 2 small ones. Hi, guys. X and Rumble have now filed a lawsuit against the ones trying to censor them. Crag, come on. We're not talking about censorship. We're talking about respect. Where is the word respect anymore? How is it right that you can be rude to somebody? You can incite violence. Take responsibility for your actions. If you're a powerful online person, you have a responsibility to be a little bit mindful. I'm not saying you can't say anything, but you have to be respectful and mindful and think about what you're saying. I think about what I'm saying all the time. I'm fully aware. This is why I don't want to swear. I don't see the need to use the F word. Elon Musk uses it all the time. Meet Kevin uses it all the time. Everyone loves it when you swear. I'm not going to swear. I've got an education. I don't need to use the F word. It's not because I'm a prude. I just respect my audience. That's not censorship. It's an education. It's common sense. It's old-fashioned English principles of being a decent human being. What the hell is going on here? 100 riots planned across England tonight because 3 children were killed, murdered. It has nothing to do with it. The poor families of those children right now. And I know people are unsubscribing because I'm saying this. Well, then go and unsubscribe then, and I'll go and work at McDonald's. I'll pay off my margin another way. But I'm not going to sit here and ignore it. I'm not going to side up and go, oh, that's how you make money. That's how you get famous on YouTube. You basically lie about the stock market. You bring your kids on like Meet Kevin. Look at me, I'm a family man. Telling everyone the stock market's going to go down 60% when it's never gone down 60% in history. But I'll say it anyway. And I'll try and make it believable. Elon Musk, I'll incite violence. But I'm all about the planet and the world. No, you're not. And I say something and I'm the bad guy. These are the unsubscribes of people you don't need. No, that's right. You're right there. You're right there, Vaz. I don't need those people on my channel. And that's one thing I wish I could do, because I've always said my channel is not about being the biggest. It's about being the best and the most honest and the most real. I wish that there was a way that I could stop people subscribing to me. You know, if someone comes onto my channel and is rude and offensive, well, I can ban them, of course, but I can't ban them from watching and subscribing. You can't do that. I'd like to do that. The people that are sending me threatening hate mail, I would like to be able to ban them from seeing the channel, not just ban them from can't chatting. And the reason for that is YouTube want them to watch so they make money. I guess I make money too, right? But I would rather them not watch. I don't want to be sitting here knowing there's horrible people sat at the other end using my videos to create unpleasantness. Good evening, Vaz. Hi, John. I have a limit order of 505, Martin. Would you call us gamblers? Brian, well, like I said earlier, if you watch the video, I wouldn't be buying until after the earnings. That's what I explained. I would rather pay $10 for the stock knowing where it's going than buy it now at 540 and it can go to 2. To me, that's wise because it's now 28 cents a share. It's so cheap right now. Who the hell cares if it goes to $6, $7 on some good news? Buy it then, because now you know you're buying something good. That's not silly. That's good investment. So I mean, right now, it is a sense of gambling. If you're already in and you already believe it, then no, it's an opportunity to buy on the dip. If you're not in the stock and you're coming in for the first time, then yes, it's got to be seen to be gambling because it's at 28 cents. You don't know what they're going to say on the earnings yet. It's so undervalued. It doesn't need to be any cheaper. If you said to me a pair of my favorite Levi jeans, which I normally buy for $20, are on sale for 50 cents, right? I don't care if they're 40 cents, 30 cents. I'm happy to pay I'm happy to pay $10. That's the point. It's cheap enough to buy it, so it doesn't matter if it goes up a bit, but at least I know what I'm buying. Right now, you don't know, so I wouldn't be buying it now. No, I think that is gambling. Let them go, Martin. Not worth the grief. No, it's not. It's what Leah said, but you've got no idea what's going on behind the scenes, Mike. You know, I won't do it again. I've learned that lesson. There's no point. There's no point. Elon Musk, what do they say? Ultimate power ultimately corrupts. Elon Musk can go and jump off a cliff as far as I'm concerned. I won't say anything. I won't do anything anymore. I certainly won't buy Tesla, and I certainly wouldn't buy a Tesla car, and I had nothing to do with him. And that's fine. I'm sure he doesn't care. But I won't try to express my opinions anymore. Because all I get is Leah says you're just swimming around in the poo, you know, and I don't want to be in there. I'd rather rise above it, but I won't do it again. You cannot educate people. You cannot change the world. Evil is evil. Corrupt is corrupt. Nothing you can do about it. This little channel is just a place to have fun, make money, invest, be honest, and be real. The rest of the world can screw itself. I can't change the world. I'm not going to do it anymore. Martin, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. Yes, right. Yes, that's right. You're right. You're dead right. Quality. Always said since Twitter, mad Musk. Yeah, totally mad. And did you hear what his daughter's just come out and said? His daughter's revealed all kinds of information today. Unbelievable about the way he's a convicted adulterer. He's had lots of women. He's done terrible things, violence and all sorts. She's been sharing today. I've been reading all about it. Anyway, of course, we're not going to talk about it anymore. The truth always wins. Frederick, I don't know if it does. We will have our little channel and we'll do what we do, but I don't think it always wins at all. If the truth always won, Adolf Hitler wouldn't have been created, would he? You know, the world's not getting better, is it? The channel is the S&P 500 of YouTube. Not a meme stock channel. Yes, right. Thank you, Vaz. I appreciate that. I wonder if an emergency rate cut is coming ahead of September. I hope not. That would be bad. Jeffrey Diamond, I hope not. That would be bad if the Fed showed that they think the economy is weak. And people you talk to who know don't think that the economy is weak at all. At all. Could I ask for a favor? Because we're trying to get this earnings tonight to be suggested on YouTube so we can really get the word out about the Virgin Galactic earnings. The Virgin Galactic earnings is coming up very shortly. If everyone can tap the like button, we've got nearly 92 watching and just 25 likes, and I'm sure that we can get at least 60. I just think people have forgotten. So let's have a little look. 92 watching right now. We've got 25 likes. Let's refresh the screen. I'm sure we can get about 50 to 60. Let's have a look. There we go. 27. Let's refresh it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 28. Okay, starting to move. We should do 50. Unless we have lots of those Elon Musk cult followers in this channel that just want to do anything they can to ruin my business and make me upset. I don't know. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isn't it terrible? The richest man in the world's got a bunch of people trying to, destroy my little business. It's not nice, is it? Not nice. Especially when I'm relying on my income to pay my margin off. 44. Let's try this one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 49. Oh, very good. I said 50, didn't I? Did I say 50? I think I did. Let's try one more. See if we can get 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 50. Spot on. There you go. Spot on. Okay, I do know my algorithm pretty well. I can pretty much predict it. That's pretty good. Thank you very much indeed, guys. I really do appreciate that. Right. Virgin Galactic earnings. This is where we're going to show you the screens. We're going to show you this basic line chart. We're going to show you the advanced chart. We're going to show you the price when it comes in. They've beaten every earnings. It's apart from the first two back in 22. But we've been moving up consistently since then. That looks good. Of course, there'll be no figures out yet, but we'll keep our eye on it. We'll also keep on our on Bloomberg as well to make sure if there is any news beforehand, we will have it. The presentation hasn't yet been unleashed, if you like. It's early. This is where it happens. I have it, but it's not available yet. We are obviously early. That's what we're doing. IonQ is on the extra channel. We'll be starting that in about 20 minutes time. So IonQ will be going live earlier than Virgin Galactic, and I'll be covering the IonQ earnings. So there we go. But I'll be doing both earnings at the same time. One on this channel, one on the extra channel. So you've still got time. If you've not yet seen the preparation video, strongly recommend you do. It'll give you all the trades positions. I think it's important to watch that. Kind of senseless watching it afterwards. I know some of you will, and you'll sort of see how it compared to what I said, before, and you see how it compares. And people do that a lot. Right, let me go through a few things. The extra channel is good. Waiting for the earnings there. Let me have a look. So another day tomorrow, nothing from the S&P. Yay. So God made a farmer. If you are frustrated, then I would move on from the S&P. Seriously, I really, really would. If it makes you feel bad and brings you down, I would be out of it. But look at that. It's down hardly at all today. Remember, I'm down double the amount because of margin. All right. If you were trading it, of course, you could have made money both days. So there's that to consider. But also, you're saying it's bad. Well, if you go now and look at the individual stocks that you could have owned, they're all down much more. Nvidia is down 4% today. Holo, 8%. Look at that. Nikola, 2.3%. Donald Trump, 6%. You're saying it's rubbish. But look at the reality. Look at the reality. You've got Apple up 1.66, but that is the main part of the S&P. So the S&P is being held up by Apple. So the S&P is doing its job. You're just not patient for it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a very stable asset. Preparing for this is the time to accumulate and buy the dip, load the average, and just have patience. If you'd have jumped out of the S&P today, most of the other stocks that you'd have bought would have been down much, much more. And if you'd bought Apple, then you already own it with the S&P. You might as well stay where you are because you earn a much better dividend. So, you just got to be patient. If you haven't got patience, you're not an investor. And if you're not an investor, don't bother with the S&P. Try and trade. Honestly, I want what's best for you. And what's best for you is owning the S&P right now. But if you don't think so, then go and buy something, high risk that's moving quickly. But remember, the people that bought something today, that made profit today, have got to pay 20% tax on those gains. And now what do you do now you've got the money? Where do you go next? I don't have to consider that. I'm just holding. Have patience. Good evening, John. What, Martyn, ladies and gentlemen, and Mike, hiya, Malk. Hate speech is free speech. Hate speech is free speech. It does seem that way. Bro, still hyping a stock that dropped 99.5%. Here we go. Not hyping a stock at all, and I'm not your bro. Yeah, whatever. You had a common sense approach to the market and investing. That is why the doom and gloom guys don't like you. That's right. That's right. Over 100 organised riots planned for tonight across the UK. How many people are going to be scared out of their wits today? How many people are going to be killed, injured, property destroyed, policemen injured? Elon Musk should be in prison for what he has said. Thanks for your explanation. At the moment, I'm using eTORO broker, and the way you explained about the trading system which you are using, unfortunately, eTORO don't provide such a margin system. Okay. You're very welcome. Good evening. Exactly like back in Nazi Germany. Correct. My aim is also long-term investment like you. Do you have a good broker recommendation? I live in Germany. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't. I have no experience of brokerages in Germany. I'm sure you could do research. I honestly don't know. Robinhood eventually will come to the whole of Europe. Robinhood Crypto wallet is already in Europe, and the Robinhood wallet, the Robinhood account will come to Europe. It's already in the UK, but right now I don't know. Free speech on a large platform with a large following can be very dangerous. Exactly. He should act responsibly. Exactly. Have respect, have values, have principles. That is not, censorship. That is just called common sense, decency, and respect. A thing that seems to be very lacking in today's society. I thought you meant the two-tiered policing comments he put today, Martyn. But it is horrible scenes happening. I think the army should be deployed to try to bring about some order on the streets again. Yes, but as you know, Crag, in England, it's very different than the United States. We don't start with the guns and the tanks. We start with a little Bobby on the beat with his little shield, and that's a good thing, right? Because you're using minimum force. You don't want to start with machine guns and tanks. It's just going to get even worse. You bring a machine gun to a knife, a punch up on a Saturday night, you end up everyone getting mowed down with machine guns. We don't want that. Of course, the army will be deployed because it is going to get out of control. The British police force is not designed and doesn't have enough. And we don't have. We do have armed policemen. They're special forces, though. That things like the Met and when they call in special services for specific reasons. But if we're going to have riots across the whole country, then we're not set up for that. Whereas in America, everyone's got a gun. Every policeman turns up with a gun. We haven't got that, and we're not set up like that. And we don't want to be set up like that, do we? We want everyone running around with guns, shooting everybody. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine in America tonight, 100 riots all over America, and everyone's got guns shooting everybody? It'd be like World War III. But like, what the hell? You know, we don't want that, do we? I think in the future, Elon wants his Tesla bots to be the new police officers like RoboCop. Yeah, imagine that. The West went too far with their interventions in our hemisphere. Ed 209, 1933 vibes. James 007, Martin, you are allowed to say whatever the hell you want with free speech, whether it's bullying or being nice. Otherwise, a free country becomes a sensitive... No. So you're saying then it's okay to bully people online? Do you know how many people have taken their own lives being bullied online? I was bullied at school. I was bullied verbally and I was bullied in person. And you're saying that's okay? It's okay to bully someone with words online, in person. It's okay. It's okay to abuse people. People take their own lives. I'm assuming you're a very young man, because if you'd lived a longer life, you might appreciate that's not very good at all. Allowing bullying and saying, well, it's free speech. The hell is that? So I can walk into a classroom, can I, and just start effing around, you know, using F words all over the classroom? It's free speech. Do what I want. Where the hell is the manners and courtesy? My God. Unbelievable. Martini sounds sexy, though. Martina. Yeah, it's a good name, but it's not me. Thoughts and prayers for Brenda and the UK is completely insane. Thoughts and prayers from Brenda. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Those poor families who lost their children, they never thought this was going to happen, did they? Thank you, James. Martin, you're the best. Here, African woman. Hello, African woman. How are you this afternoon? Lovely to have you here. I understand you were coming from, Martin. He may have incited more people with his comments. Yes, that's correct. That's right. That's right. I understand where you're coming from, Martin. He may have incited more people with his comments. There's no question about it. The evidence is there. It's being shown online. Martin, respect is the key. Exactly. Respect is very old-fashioned, simple. It doesn't seem to register today. No one cares about that. Crag, it's not just one group of people committing these offences, it's all groups. Yeah, Google wants people to watch YouTube so they make money while they are sitting on 11 billion in cash on the balance sheet. Well, assuming Virgin Galactic doesn't find new management lows, space is good long term, says Jeffrey Diamond. Brian, hey brother, I know Team Fusion, but only one side is being shown on the media. Lots of videos of the other side are readily available on X. What do you mean, the other side? What do you mean, the other side? If you're having a riot tonight, what other side is there? Explain what you mean. Don't buy it either. If it goes to 2, it'll go to 0. Friend, no overreact, man. Friend, don't overreact. What do you mean, don't overreact? How is this? How am I overreacting? I missed the issue. What did you say, Martin and Musk? I'm sure nothing crazy. Elon is doing more good than bad. All right, you can. I used to think that, but not anymore. It does. Trust me. Says Love. Smash the like. Thank you very much, James. Everyone like the smash button. Like the smash button. Cannot like more. Thank you very much. Laser has been dumping all day. Fire sale. You weird man, talking bad about Elon and directly after pumping space. What an absolute idiot you are. There you go. That's a sort of nonsense. So is free speech allowed then? So I can call you an idiot, right? I can call you an idiot because you're calling me a weird man talking bad about Elon Musk. Here we go. Here's one of Elon Musk's clan, one of his cult followers. You talking bad about Elon? You can't do that. I'll unsubscribe from you. Bugger off then. I don't need you. Don't want you here. I want intelligent people, not followers of nonsense. Go away then. And directly after pumping space, that's how ignorant and stupid you are. I'm not pumping space. I don't even own it. How can I pump a stock? Read the Oxford Dictionary. Oh, I've forgotten. You haven't got an intelligence, have you? Read the Oxford Dictionary. The definition of pumping a stock is to pump your own bags of your own position in the aim to sell it. Well, guess what? I don't own any Virgin Galactic, so I'm not quite sure how I'm pumping my stocks. So again, ignorance and nonsense is not welcome here. As rude comment removed, now he's gone. Thank you very much indeed. We were all going to make money eventually. I think it was a busy night for moderator duty. I never even allowed the comment to be seen. Thank you, Mike. It just gets through to me in different ways. Emergency cuts would have happened already. The Fed will let the market fix itself. Correct. That's the right thing to do. Wait for the right time to cut in September at the FOMC meeting. The casino is made for gamblers. You should check out Palantir. We covered Palantir last night. We covered the earnings. Martyn Lucas, if I make money profit, which is taxed at the end of the year, is my tax reduced on the losses I have? Does this make sense? Okay. If I make money profit, which is taxed at the end of the year, is my tax reduced on the losses I have? Correct. All of your trades get reported to your broker. Your broker is obliged to report all of your tax positions to the IRS in the United States, Inland Revenue in the United Kingdom. I know you're in Spain, so whoever that might be. Okay, yes. So if you make on one and you lose on another, there is a loss there. However, if you sell for a loss because you're trying to benefit from tax harvesting, which is what people do, if you buy back the stock within 30 days, it doesn't count. You can't buy a stock today, sell it today for a loss, and then buy it back. It doesn't work that way. You have to not buy back the stock for 30 days. It's called a wash sale rule. Okay, you can't just buy it back tomorrow. You have to understand it's a bit more complicated than that. And also, if you're going to start selling stocks for losses, which I never do, I mean, what's the point? I don't do that anymore. I did that when I first started. I don't do that anymore. I never lose money now. I can be down in my stocks, but I don't sell and lose money. If you're going to be selling for tax benefits, tax harvesting, you've got to do the calculations and know how much tax you are expected to pay before you do that. Because if you're not going to be paying any tax or whatever, then there's no point. If you're going to pay a tax bill of, say, you estimate $10,000 and you can post losses and you can reduce that to $8,000, that's fine. But there's no point then reducing it to zero and then selling even more, because you're not going to get any money back more than a full refund. You can't get money back you've not paid in. So you need to do the calculations. How much tax are you going to pay? And and calculate it all. Don't just go, well, I'll sell for a loss because that'll bring my tax down. Well, maybe you wasn't going to pay tax anyway. Or maybe you've already lost enough. You've got to do the calculations. It's not straightforward as that. I mean, the golden rule is if you don't want to do all that calculus and work it all out, just own and never sell, and then you'll be fine. I mean, there's that way of looking at it, which is what I do. That was old news, Smoky Fats. Martin, I can't believe how much AST Spaceboat has gone over the 20 now per share. Thank you, Danny. I used to be hard right. The whole economy. The whole economy, pension, stock market is like a Ponzi scheme. Western countries need immigrants to prop up the mess, said Smoky Fats. Do not take offense this, Martin, to everyone. You have to do your own research if you're investing on your own and not using an advisor. Do not put all your bets on one horse. Diversity is for long-term goals and your situation, and leave some to play with. Absolutely right. Martin, why are the markets all red? The recession has started to slow down. Why has the bloodbath on stock? Why we have that bloodbath on the stock market? I explained it all in detail. We had a problem with the Japanese yen. We had people over borrowing. Meet Kevin tried to simplify it and add different permutations to make it sound something that it's not. But essentially, people borrowed money on the Japanese yen because the rates were low. Used that money to buy US stocks. Then when the yen went up on rates, the the global market crashed because many people got instantly liquidated and lost all their money because they were buying with margin at borrowed money they couldn't pay back, so everything went down the toilet. That was partly the reason. People have said it's because, well, that was the main reason. People have said it's because of the Fed is late to the party to bring rates down. I've said rates are late coming down. However, I said they'd come down in September or the summer, and they will come down this summer. They're coming down in September. No doubt about it. We don't want the Fed to overreact. What we've got is a perfect storm. We've got that happening. People fearful that the economy has gone too far. Damage. If it was, the Fed would have done an emergency rate cut. They haven't. So people are just selling to drive the market down to buy it up, to buy it back. People like Meet Kevin said this morning it's going down 60%. It's never gone down 60%. He talks absolute nonsense. At the same time as he'll be buying the dip, I can guarantee you that. So that's not happening. What we've got is, on top of all those things, we've got people selling out of tech. We've got Google being fined, but that's not new. We've got a rotation from tech to small caps. We saw that. And then we saw everybody dump the small caps from the Russell to buy back. It's just an opportunity, which is what I've been doing, buying the dip. But I'm only buying quality. I'm only buying the S&P. And I'm doing it with margin as well, because I believe we're okay. I've lowered my margin. I've lowered my averages. So I'm literally sat right on them. There you go. So there's no point me using any more margin until we go 5% lower. All right? If we go 5% lower. But the point is, when we go lower, everything's now oversold. Everything is too cheap. It will come back. It will come back. You've just got to make sure that you don't over leverage. Don't go over your understanding of the stock and get yourself over your head and stress and borrow money you can't afford and all the rest of it. Right, long-term goal situation. I have some to play with. Listen, London is now 80% non-white, said Smoky Fats. It can't be covered up. It's reached critical mass. America is minority white under 18 years old. Okay, I was bullied too, but I didn't grow up soft. Dear oh dear. And free speech is sacred. It's the only thing that allows both sides to express themselves. It's crucial to a free world. See, this is the trouble. So God made a farmer as a very young man. He's being influenced by Elon Musk. He thinks that anyone can say anything in free speech. Free speech means you can say anything. Anything. You don't have to be respectful. You don't have to consider anyone's feelings. You don't have to worry. You can just say what you like. You can turn up at school and say, I'm a cat. You can turn up at school and say, I'm now a woman if you're a man. You can just say anything. You can say anything you want with no word of respect or consequence or anything. I'm sorry, I do not agree with that. I do not agree that anyone can just do what the hell they like. That is not free speech. That's ridiculous. That's just chaos. Bloody chaos. The bell has gone. Right, we are now going to end the stream on the extra channel, and we're going to go into IonQ. Here, we are preparing for Virgin Galactic earnings. So here we go. We're going to end now on we're going to end now on the extra channel. Let me do this now. So on the extra channel, we're doing IonQ. Stacey Bailey asked for this. So let me do that now. If you're watching the extra channel right now, this will take you automatically into the IonQ earnings. We're doing 2 earnings at once. It's going to be a very complex evening for me, but that's okay. So here we go. So we are now going to redirect to IonQ earnings. That starts in a couple of moments. Right, that's now done. Okay. That's now done. I'm going to end the extra channel, automatically going to IonQ. Stand by. Okay.